Newly released court documents show Fulton County grand jurors wanted to charge Lindsey Graham, Michael Flynn, and former Georgia Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue with election fraud. Here with reaction is former acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker. Matt, good morning, by the way. This is stunning,
Good
Matt.
morning, Will.
I mean, the number of people this grand jury looked to indict and the breadth, I mean, senators, United States senators in this case. I mean, a lot of people give credibility to something that comes out of a grand jury, Matt. How much credibility does this deserve?
Well, not much, Will, and it's good to be with you, and greetings from Iowa. You know, from what I have seen on this report, it just demonstrates how politicized this Georgia prosecution has been from the start, and how they were trying to pull in, everybody that had bought a plane ticket to Atlanta and during and after the election. I campaigned down there for a couple weeks myself on a couple bus tours, and I was surprised that my name wasn't on that list, because it was that broad how they were trying to pull in anybody and everybody that had supported President Trump or questioned their election outcome.
Yeah, what is it, Matt? Although Lindsey Graham and Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue were not charged, it's some conspiracy to commit election fraud, I'm sure, which would have run headlong into the First Amendment.
Yeah, and that's the whole problem with this RICO conspiracy that's currently pending with the 18, 19 some defendants. It is overly broad. It rubs up directly against political speech and the First Amendment rights that individuals have. And, it's going to be very interesting as that case twists and turns and finds its way through the courts as to what the appeals court and other judges think of the case and how it ultimately is determined.
So, Matt, you're in Iowa. You greeted us this morning from Iowa. Today is a big rivalry game, in-state rivalry game, the Iowa State Cyclones, the Iowa Hawkeyes. You played for Iowa, and you will be there today, I believe, as will former President Donald Trump and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. They will all be at the game today as they're campaigning in Iowa. What can we expect?
Well, I invited President Trump to a great Iowa tradition of the Iowa State rivalry. It's two conferences, the Big 12 and the Big 10, two of the kind of super conferences as we do realignment here in the United States, college football. But it is such a great pageantry. It is such a great tradition. The schools are only about 2 hours apart. Driving, it's going to be just in the north of the Des Moines area, and at the same time, this is, I think, people come to the state fair to do politics and understand Iowa. And this Iowa State game is also a good way to understand Iowa, because there's going to be so many people just coming up to be part of the tailgate, to be part of the experience. And it's, again, it's two teams that really take this game seriously and obviously want to prove what they have this season. And it's always early in the year, and the weather's going to be just absolutely gorgeous and perfect. And
what, just out of curiosity, Matt, since you invited President Trump, what is it going to entail? Are you guys going tailgate, sitting in a suite?
Can't reveal secret plans, Will, but I mean, obviously President Trump does the best when he's meeting folks and sharing his vision. So I think we're going to have a great chance to see a lot of people. I've gotten more invitations to tailgates this year than I ever have.
Yeah, I bet.
But it's it's going to be a lot of fun, and I know President Trump's really looking forward to it.
I would ask your pick. It's Iowa -4, but I don't feel like you're going to be an unbiased and objective opinion on this game, Matt.
It's going to be a close game, Will. We have a great defense at Iowa, but our offense continues to need to prove itself. So it's going to be a close game. Last year was 10-7. Iowa State pulled it out. I don't know about this year. It's going to be close.
Just a typical Iowa offensive explosion, 10-7.
Midwestern slugfest. Fist fight in a phone booth, my friend.
All right, Matt. I love regional rivalries, in-state, border wars. It's what not only what college football is about. Honestly, I think that kind of regionalism, what America is about. By the way, I'm wearing my burnt orange today. It's a little bit broader. It's not a rivalry, but it is the game of the century: Texas versus Alabama. All right, Matt.
It's going to be a great game too.
We'll be watching along with you and President Trump and Ron DeSantis today, though, for Iowa State. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.